Hello, everyone. My name is Derek, and welcome to Detroit Lions Syndicate. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel because we make videos almost every day, and we are trying to get to 8,000 by Super Bowl Sunday, so we are less than 40 away. You can help me get there. Bad news coming out of Detroit today. Duce Staley, assistant head coach and running back coach for the Detroit Lions, is reportedly going to take a job with the Carolina Panthers. Now, there's a lot to break down here. We know that our offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, was the leading candidate about 2 weeks ago to get the job in Carolina, but then he turned that down. And about 2 weeks after that, we find out that after the Frank Reich hire, that Duce Staley will be headed to Carolina. Now, it's unclear now what role he'll have at this point, but he will be leaving the Detroit Lions. And my question is, what is that going to mean for the running back room? We saw Duce Staley on Hard Knocks and how everything was, how hard he was on DeAndre Swift, being a running back himself and a former player, how hard he was. And to me, he was critical in that running back room. But now he is going to take a job with the Carolina Panthers and be probably what I assume to be have a offensive coordinator position. But another thing, too, that I think is very important to note here is, according to Justin Rogers from the Detroit Free Press, coming out about an hour ago, that it's unclear. He confirmed that he is indeed leaving, but it's still unclear what the role will be. But OC is in play, and the Lions let him go to be closer to his mother, who is dealing with some health issues. And that's always important, to be near your parents as they begin to age, so that you can be able to assist with any medical needs that they have. And that's very good of the Lions to do so. Looks like that this was a thing where he wanted to be closer to mom, and that is what they allowed him to do without giving him much of any type of pushback. And it's good to see that he has a position waiting. But again, makes me wonder if Ben Johnson would have taken that job in Carolina, would he followed him, or would he have moved up to potentially the offensive coordinator position here in Detroit? Looks like Duce had reached his ceiling here at being the assistant head coach and the running back coach, but now he wants to do more. And he is not, any stranger to speaking his mind and saying what needs to be said. And he probably said a long time ago, that he has aspirations. And eventually, I believe that Duce Staley will be a head coach in the National Football League, because his demeanor, his no-nonsense attitude, I think says a lot, goes forward as part of, what kind of person he is. So it's sad to see him go. And it's very curious now to know what's going to happen when it comes to our running back room. DeAndre Swift entering the last year of his deal. Jamal Williams is not contracted to be with the Detroit Lions as of yet. Not too sure on what they're going to do with Jamar Jefferson, Justin Jackson, or Craig Reynolds. Will they draft a running back in the draft, whether it's Bijan Robinson or someone later down the line? So I'm not sure what is going to happen with our running back room and our running back coach, but I'm going to miss Duce, because he was that sometimes you just need a kick in the behind. And I feel like Duce was able to provide that spark, that kick, that direction to DeAndre Swift. We could see everything. I remember a moment in Hard Knocks when Duce was talking about the indecisiveness in DeAndre Swift and how great DeAndre could be if he was just better at making decisions, if he believed in himself, if he had the confidence that Duce had in him. And he was very hard on him. And what we saw, that when DeAndre Swift was healthy, we saw what he was able to provide, the kind of running back he could be. And I think a lot of that was contributed to Duce as well. But with now DeAndre Swift being on the last year of his deal, his rookie deal, and the running back room right now, we have no other running back to partner up with Jamal as far as a 1-2 punch. So I don't think Craig and Justin or Jamar are those guys. So it's going to be intriguing to know what happens. But Duce Staley, in an unconfirmed role as of right now, will be leaving the Detroit Lions. And I'm pretty sad about it. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And it looks like it's kind of two birds, one stone, gets to take a different position with potentially to be able to move up instead of reaching his ceiling, which he probably did here. And maybe he was supposed to take over the OC role. And then when Ben Johnson decided to stay, the dominoes started to fall until they got back to Duce. So let me know what you think in the comments below. How much do you think this will affect the Detroit Lions? As of this moment, to my knowledge, no one has been announced to confirm. I don't even think it's official yet. It's just reported that it will be happening regardless. So let me know what you think in the comments below. How much do you think this will impact the Detroit Lions running back room? Either good or bad, whichever one you think. Let me know in the comments below. My name is Derek. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate. Consider subscribing again to the YouTube channel. Trying to get to 8,000 subscribers. And we got about 2 weeks to do that, a little under 2 weeks. I would appreciate that as well. Don't forget to check out the pinned comment for Danny Rogers' YouTube channel. Help her get to 1,000. She would appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself. And as always, go Lions.